Here are the things you'll need to wear a Miko outfit the traditional way. I'll explain from the underwear layers to the outermost layers. So I already have on my kimono bra and a kimono slip. You can also use the traditional haragi with a susoyoke. It's up to you, but I do prefer the kimono slip. It's a lot easier and saves time. So the first thing I recommend is that after you put on your tabi socks and your kimono bra, you put on the slip, and you want to pad out your waist a little bit to help you achieve the nice cylindrical shape for putting on a kimono. I have this accessory. If you don't have something like this, you can also use towels, and it helps just pad out your waist like this. So you can see it kind of helps flatten the back area as well. So the nakajuban is next, and let me show you how to prepare that. And what I've done here is I've opened up the collar, and I'm going to put in the erishin. It's this long, stiff piece that helps keep the shape of the collar. Make sure it's oriented correctly and slip it into the slot right here. And you want to keep sliding it in and keep it centered. So I've finished putting the erishin inside the nakajuban collar. It goes on the inside here in the slot, as you can see. And I've made sure that the two sides are even here. What you want to do is slide it around the back, put it on your shoulders, and you want the two sides to be even, so check that right now. Once they're even, slide your arms through, and what we want to do now is to have the collar go back. So you don't want it up against your neck. You want to have it a nice gap here to show the nape of your neck. So what you do is you pull that back, and you want about a fist width right here. Any more, it's considered somewhat risque, and any less, and you risk looking like a square. So what we want to do now is, once you have the collar adjusted, put the right layer in and then the left on top. And my nakajuban comes with some strings to help tie it, so I'm going to use those. This right here and this right here. I like to leave this loose to use later, so go underneath. You can tie a ribbon knot, it's fine. And tuck the ends in. Once you've tied, you want to move the wrinkles from the back to the sides. Take your hand under there and slide. Move the wrinkles to the side. You want to have a nice, flat, wrinkle-free back, as well as front. So once everything is where you want it to be, check again the collar. This is when you want to put on your datejime. It helps hold the collar in place where you want it to be. And after I put on my datejime, I like to secure this with a cord. There's a cord here. And I just put it through the loop here. And as you can see, it pulls the collar down and keeps it where it's supposed to be. And you tie it in the front and tuck it underneath your datejime. Alright, so your nagajubon layer should be done. Make sure you have that collar pulled back. And if everything's in place, you're ready to put on the kosode, or the kimono layer. So Miko wears a type of kimono called a Byaku-e, which really just means white garment. And what's interesting about it is that unlike a typical kimono, it's sized to your height and therefore doesn't require you to fold over the waist and make the ohashori. So there is no fold over at the waist. So this is my Byaku-e. I'm going to put it on. It's very similar to the nagajubon in terms of the length and also the method of putting it on. So again, same kind of thing. You grab the collar here, set it around the back, open it up, and put it on your shoulders. And again, check the length and the right and left, making sure that they are approximately equal here. You don't want one side to be further up than the other side. And make sure the collar lines up, overlapping the nagajubon collar. Then take the sleeves of the nagajubon and slide them through. And you can check here that it's been opened up. And you want to do that same thing with the other side. And again, same thing down here. Check to see that the sleeve is opened up and in place. Now, same process as the nagajubon, but you want to make sure that the collar is showing in the front. So the back should be overlapped, and then the front should have, right here you can see the inner layer of the nagajubon collar right here, and then the outer layer is also going to be visible, obviously. So once everything's in place, make sure again that left goes over right, so right inside, left on top. This allows you to slide your right hand into the garment. Once everything's in place, tie with a koshihimo. So I have a koshihimo here. You find the middle part and slide along your body like this. Go to the back, cross, bring forward. And you can tighten here, make sure it's nice and snug. But make sure you can breathe, of course. Once you get everything in place, you want to tie it. And tuck in the ends. And now is your time to adjust and get rid of wrinkles. So again, in the back there's going to be wrinkles, and you want to move them to the sides. Once you're satisfied that you've gotten rid of the wrinkles and moved them to the sides, secure everything with another datejime. It prevents everything from shifting around. The next step is to get your Hi-bakama. This is a Miko's Hakama. Hi refers to the scarlet color, so Hi-bakama literally means scarlet Hakama. And what you want to do now is you want to open it up, and the part with this plastic tab, the hera, is the back of the Hakama. The part without the plastic tab is the front. If you don't have the plastic tab, there's another way to tell which side is the front and which side is the back. The front will have much longer ties, and the back will have shorter ties. Typically, however, the Hakama will come with a tab, which will help you decide, or help you to figure out which side is the back. Once you have your Hakama, you want to open it up and put it on the floor in a circle. And let me just show you what that looks like. This is what I mean by putting the Hakama in a circle on the floor. You can move the ties out of the way and it makes it easy for you to step into. So step into the circle and then pull up your Hakama. I have mine here. And make sure the back is to the back and the front is in the front. Now for now, you can let go of the back and just grab the front. And you want to center it on your body. Also make sure the length is appropriate. So you want to make sure that your Byaku-e is not visible from the bottom. So a good length is to have that completely covered, but to have your tabi socks showing, of course, and not to have the hem dragging on the ground. So once you've figured out the correct height and have it even from left to right, centered on your body, take the two hot ties and pull them to the back and cross them. And then pull them forward. Now pull tight, make sure it's very secure. And here you want to cross again, left over right, and make an X. Then pull it down a little bit towards this area below and flip upwards. So you are making an X and then taking this and folding it upwards. And then pull the ties back to the back again. And here you want to tie a ribbon knot. Make sure it's secure. Once you have that in place, you want to grab the back of your Hakama. Right here. Take the plastic tab and stick it into the ties in the center as best you can. Then grab the back and pull the ties forward. You can check the placement, make sure it's centered. There we go. And then you want to tie a ribbon in the front. Make sure it's angled downwards. So in most parts of Japan, Miko will have this white part of the Hakama showing, but in some parts of Japan they do cover it up when they tie the ribbon. I do like to have it showing, so I'm going to tie it so that it shows a little bit. So just make a nice ribbon and you'll be done. And that's it. That is how you put on a Miko outfit. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more cosplay related videos.